Hi guys. Recount's gonna happen in Georgia and Florida. Okay, that's official because that's what I'm looking at. Let's look at who's gonna win because we kind of know who's gonna win. That's official. Oh yes. Oh yes. I was worried about whether or not they were gonna offer the recount, Peachy. But now, if it's official, we kind of know who's gonna win, right? Right? Let's get something straight, people. If this is a recount, everybody is coming out and demanding a better job. And if that's, you look very 1926, thank you. And if that's the case, we know who's going to win. Did you realize that Kemp in Atlanta already resigned from his job? Maybe he shouldn't have resigned. If there's going to be a recount, there's going to be a problem. So, it's official that there's going to be a recount in both states. Okay. Okay. It's going to be to the end. We're going to do this to the end. We're going to support you, Georgia and Florida. And Cali, we're going to support you. What do you need me to do? You need me to come down here? You need me to help out? I'm serious. I would help out. I know people in Florida. I'll be like, I'm coming. Put me up. I'm coming. Peachy. We're serious. Now, listen, I love to joke. I'm dead serious. I am dead serious. The paradigm in Florida needs to change. And it can't change until y'all vote. And all this voter suppression that's going on in Georgia, that didn't happen this election. It's been happening. Y'all have not been fighting too much. Don't give up. This is the election where you say, no mas. No mas. No mas. There's no reason why there's 3,000 people in a certain county and 3 machines. Get out of here, Georgia. Get out of here. Oh, y'all need me to make phone calls to talk to the youth? Come out and vote. So, I was looking at Stacy first. Do y'all want me to look at Stacy and see one, they're still counting the votes, by the way, in Georgia. Don't get it twisted. There's still 100,000 votes that have not been recorded well. Do something for your citizenship. Listen, I will come help out in Georgia. I don't know that many people in Georgia, but I do know a couple. I do know a few people in Georgia. They put me up. Y'all need help? I'll get on a bus. I don't need to fly. I ain't got that kind of money. I'll get on a bus. What can I do? Put out this video and tell y'all to vote? Share the video? Georgia, Floridians? Fight. Fight. Demand. Do what it takes. Support. But this corrupt crap from Kemp needs to stop. Okay. I done said my piece. This ain't over until we say it's over. Okay? So, with that being said, what's the question? Voter suppression was so bad and purposeful that it's sickening. Thank you. Men, women, youth. 18, you turn 18, vote. Oh, hi, Stacy. Oh, God is an awesome God. Oh, yeah, God is good because this going to get done over. I work in politics in Georgia. If there's a runoff and you want to help, I can place you. Wait, who said that? Oh, my God. I work in politics. Renee. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Renee. Oh, my God. Please let me help. Let me tell you something, Renee. First, email me at psychictraceybrown at yahoo.com. Let me tell you something. I got the magic touch. Okay? When Obama ran for his second term, I was in Nevada, knocking on doors. I was like this. And I've got this personality, right? So I'm like, hey, can you commit to vote for Obama, or are you registered to vote? Nevada went blue. Oh, yes. I did my civic duty. I knocked on doors, and he had been going back and forth to Nevada from May. I didn't go until September. The election was in November. The weekend that I went, why did he choose that weekend to give a speech, and I was able to be there? And I'm little, right? Because it was out in the field, and I'm little. And then I was with this young white kid, and I was like, listen, let's go to the front. And so we went to move to the front. I don't know if this kid remembers this. We went to go move to the front, and then they were letting me go, the peoples, but they weren't letting him go. They kept blocking him, like, where you going? Where you going? And I was like, no, he's with me. And then at some point he was like, I'm going to go back. Like, it just felt uncomfortable for him. So I went back with him, and then we fell asleep in the grass because it was hours waiting for Obama. And then he came at night, like 6:30, but we were there from like 3 because it's worth the wait. And then I still couldn't see, so I was like, listen, I gotta go. I gotta figure out a way to get to the front to see Obama, right? Okay, so I walk to the front and I go, excuse me. And like the Red Sea parted, they just let me go. When I was by myself, it was fine. When I was with the poor white kid, it was a lot of racism. Okay, that's okay though. Whatever. And so when I went by myself, the Red Sea parted, and I was like, excuse me. And finally, one woman looked at me, and she's like, where are you going? I was like, I'm just trying to see Obama. And she's like, stand up. He's right there. Oh my God, I was right. The sea parted. So, I'm telling you, Renee, that I have the gift, and when I went to Nevada turned blue. It was because of me. Oh yes, it was because of me. Yes. Miss Stephanie, it's a true story. They cheated for all the Trump bots, yes. Yes. So Renee, email me. I will come down. Please email me. Tracy needs to go across the country and get those Democratic votes. Yes. Yes. And make it a lot of serious fun. Okay? So somebody said Gilliam conceded gracefully, but I think the amount of votes triggered an automatic recount. Jiminy Crickets. Well, I just mentioned, Katie, there's a trigger of the automatic recounts because of the low margins. I think it's like 2% or something like that. That's awesome. I know. Okay. Yeah, everybody's upset over Beto. Okay. So let's look at Stacy first, and then I'm going to separate the video, and I'll look at Gillum tomorrow. How's that? I don't want to mix them together. They're individual with individual states. I don't want this whole camaraderie between Georgia and Florida because the losses are for two different reasons. So I want to look at Stacy and then look at Florida. Candlelight vigil. Oh, by the way, guys, let me tell you something. Can I show you something? You want to see something? Okay, hold on. This is my candle for money. I did a video earlier. Let me just put it down before I drop a whole bunch of wax on the floor. This is my candle from earlier. This is my money candle. All right. This is my money candle that I did a video on how to do your candle magic 101, right? So this is the money one, and it's very pretty, but I don't know if I can show you guys without messing up the candle, but it's very pretty. Okay, so when I got back home, because my friend Jason Beto was talking about running president for 2020. Yeah, I saw that. I go to counseling to Jason. I don't know if you guys know Jason, but it doesn't matter. Jason helps me. So I worked on my love candle. So remember I said red, deep red represents love, right? And so when I lit the love candle, it exploded, right? So what I can tell you from what I know is that the money candle will be fluid and calm and consistent, right? The love candle exploded. So it probably means I'm going to get loving that is going to be fast, furious, and nasty. Oh, yes. It's going to be good and nasty. The white was peaceful. The red I mean, literally, it was on fire back on my stove, and I was like, oh my God, like, what is happening? And so I wrote my love letter to God. If you look at the video, you'll see my love letter to God. At the end, and the love letter consists of saying what you want in your life. And so with my love letter, I asked for a good man, a consistent man, a working man, a man that is financially solvent, a loving man, a faithful man, all right? And then it exploded. So the way I see it is I'm going to get everything. Oh, and I asked for good sex. I asked for a man who's operating well. You can talk to God. God invented sex, all right? God knows what sex is. He gave it to us. Don't get it twisted. I'm like, God, may he have working junk. Period. Operating well. And then it exploded. So I think, I have hope. I mean, look, I swear, the glass is broken. I've never, not in the big ones, never. So God's working on it. I love God. So I know he's going to do his thing. Get it. Oh, after you write the letter, you put the candle underneath, but look at the video. And then you trust God in the process. You trust God. Okay? So, like losing in Florida, like losing in Georgia. Trust God in the process. What if losing had everything to do with winning? Oh, you never thought about that, huh? What if losing was about winning? You never thought about that? Things that make you go, I look very studious. I don't look like Pocahontas. I look studious. 1920s. That's what somebody said. I look 1920s. No, I look studious. I look like a teacher. What is around Stacy Abrams? Let's just see what's around her. Oh, by the way, I have a book club. And we discussed this in the book club. And from what we could tell in the book club, Stacy was going to be governor. From what, wait, was it, what is she applying for? Governor? Or, yeah, governor. Yeah, governor. Right? Governor. Right? I didn't say it was smart. I said I was a psychic. It's governor, right? Yes. Okay. I didn't say this was all like connected. I said it was a psychic. Okay. Please, God, talk to me. Please allow me to see everything and everything that you would like me to see. Please authorize me, Father God, to see whether or not Stacy Abrams will be governor. What is around Stacy? So my book club did it last night because I have this book club where we are going over the book Embraced by the Light. All right. And anybody's welcome to join. It is a cost, however. And for right now, if anybody wants to join, I prefer people that has had death in their lives and they're having trouble recovering from it. This book will just make a big difference on how you live. All right. So, what is around Stacy? Okay, so the first card is a Ten of Swords. That's not good. Not good. Stacy has been stabbed in the back. Double dealings in the night of day. This has been decided from over a year ago that the system was going to be corrupt, period. It's corrupt from government, and it was sealed, and it was perfectly sealed. And for some reason, they didn't even think they were going to get caught. All right? No one thought that they were going to get caught. But this is a well-executed plan. Well-executed. All right? Not the Ten of Swords. Well, this represents what they did to Stacy. All right? This represents more than 10 people. It's like the mafia. Like, seriously. Like, they organized this in a way where you will never know the parties that corrupted the system. That's how well organized this is. Corruption from the beginning. Corruption from the top. I don't know who the top is. Is the top Trump or is the top Georgia? I think this is mostly a Georgia issue. All right? Secretary of State's office. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Who was the governor before? Because I think it might have came from the governor's office too, guys. You know, I'm telling you, there's these powerhouses in Georgia. All right. Interesting enough with the Ten of Swords. Interesting enough, there's a violet growing. There's a violet growing right next to the person that the corruption is placed upon. There's also an owl. So somebody knows everything. I wonder if they're ever going to spill the beans because somebody knows something. Oh, yeah, right, Stephanie? See the flower growing? See that? And it's not a little flower. It's a huge flower. Now, this flower reminds me in urban environments where there's concrete, slab of concrete everywhere. But you know how the concrete is kind of like blocks and blocks and blocks of concrete? And in between the concrete, a flower grows. And you ask yourself, how is that possible? Because that's where God is. God is where the flower grows. God is where the flower grows. That even though there is corruption, something good comes through the concrete. Something good comes through the corruption. All things hidden will be revealed. Thank you, Gail. All right. God is in the details. Oh my God. Gio, my mentor used to say that to me. Oh, it's bringing me to tears because she passed over. God is in the details. Oh my God, it just brought me so far back. It's all about morals. It's all about the morals. The high priest is about order and structure and do it my way, right? You ever go to a church setting? There's very structured ways of doing things. You kneel, you stand, you praise God 1 minute. Do you know what I mean? There are certain points where you sing, there are certain points very structured. That's Georgia, that's Florida. Like it's both, right? In my deck, the monk is a little uncomfortable. The monk is not quite following the rules, right? It's a cover up, right? This is what I call one of my cover up cards. All right. Stephanie, did you ever look at the video of, I'm going to send this to everyone, the cover up cards. But this is a cover up. This is someone that is wearing the cloth, is a pastor, but kind of like suspect, is an official, governor, secretary of state, but you kind of look at them a little side eye because something feels uncomfortable. That's this. Stacy Lucifer in disguise. But holds up the hand so that you're like, this is slave hand, so that you will be tricked. The white underneath is purity, and it represents trust. Trust me because of who I am. The red represents passion for what they want. And if that means voter suppression, oh well, they will do it in God's name. Sheep in wolf's clothing, thank you. I know, this is a monk that's got his groove on. All right. It became too public. So here's the trick in everything that's going down. Not for Florida. There's something different about Florida. But Georgia is mimicking Florida. So here's the trick. With Obama and Oprah going to Georgia, they opened up Pandora's box. Trump said yesterday, oh, Obama went to Georgia and he, all his efforts. No, Trump. They opened up Pandora's box. They allowed you and heard people and realized there's voter suppression, that there's been a lot of trickery. They already knew it, but going down there has made the bigger difference in the public recognizing there's a problem. This became a world issue now. Okay? People did not vote. People did not vote. Do you see that? People did not vote. Families are going to be complaining. It's bigger than we all can even understand it. Yeah, I did. I actually think that's very funny. All eyes are on the peach. Right. There's a man that's going to come to the table to fix this. There's a woman that's going to come to the table to fix this. There is fear. There's fear. Probably Kemp is fearful. All right. There's a fire sign man. I don't know Kemp's sign. So here's the thing. Somebody asked, do I believe that Black Panthers need to be at voting stations? I would say no. I would say no. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's about that. I think it's about the fairness of voting and fighting for voting. If Black Panthers want to do anything, they can make a public spectacle about helping people to vote. I don't think it's necessary to have that type of presence because I don't want the impression of violence for voting. I think we can all just vote. We want to vote, period. Oh, Obama's a Leo. Oh. Obama. So where many Georgians were giving up, many just gave up. Many are like, they say I can't, so I tried, With Obama coming to the table, right? All of that will change. Do you know, is Stacy Abrams an air sign? There's going to be a sacrifice. Obama has made there has to be a sacrifice. They have to do this over again. They have to. They have to. Kemp is November, Scorpio. This is him. And this is him next to being scared. He's scared. He's very scared. Kemp, who is a Scorpio, is very scared. And he should be, because he, without a doubt, created this drama from more than a year ago. This is a well-organized corruption event here. It's well-organized. Who's the girl? Who's the air sign girl? Abrams is a December Sag. Oh, well, let's see how she shows up. Is she a family woman yet? Stacy's birthday is December 9th. Oh, I'm so proud of her. Women are going to come out in droves. Women are going to make the big difference in the recount. I believe Kemp is going to walk away, but it will not be an easy walk. It just won't be. There's going to be a lot of legalities getting there. It will not be an easy walk. But I do believe the NAACP is behind Stacy. I think I got this last night, the tail between the legs. I got this in a book club last night. Fire sign. Does Stacy have a family? Oprah. Oh, the air sign is Oprah, guys. It's Oprah. All right. Oprah, this is how it looks. Oprah, Obama, and this is Kemp next to being scared, Oprah and Obama. All right. They cracked this case wide open. Does Stacy have a family? No. No, Stacy doesn't have a family. Well, she's going to have a family after this. There's some family here. No, she doesn't. Oh, well, something's here. Either Stacy's going to have a family, or families and women are going to come out in droves. I think she gets the house. I think she gets the governor's house. Okay. Let's ask one more question. Does Stacy get the house? Does Stacy get the house? Because this is going to be a severe fight. Even a recount is, none of this is easy. This is going to be severe. Talk to me, Father God. Is there going to be more corruption in the recount? Please allow me to see anything, Father God. Will Stacy win? Oh. Will Stacy win? Please help me, God. What is this with family? I keep getting a family card with Stacy. What does that mean, guys? Can anybody help me with Georgia and family? Does this make sense to you? Because that's a running theme here. Family. Faith, God, family. Is that what I'm hearing? human decency. That's where she goes, I have no clue. I agree. Googling her bio, please. She went into depth taking care of her family? What? She takes care of her family. Oh my God. Come on, guys. She's a perfect example of what we all should aspire to. There's going to be a lot of legal ramblings. Having faith is in a past position. Is in a past position, meaning where there was no faith, having faith is now behind us because we have faith. Her father's a minister. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. What does this mean? Those of you that have taken my class, those of you that have done these videos with me 1,000 times, what does this mean? Yes. Yes. Victory. Yes. If she owes $200,000 in taxes, let's get a GoFundMe started so she can pay her taxes off. We just need her to be a really good governor. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, Gio says. Yes. There's going to be some legal crap. Don't get it twisted. I don't know what family means. My prayer is that, like the hillbilly, she brings a whole family into the governor's house. That's my prayer. Like the hillbillies. Daddy, you come and you go. Daddy, you take this room. And don't bother me. I got governor stuff to do, Daddy. Okay? Oh, my goodness. That's my prayer. Yay. Well, we already said it, Miss Stephanie. Miss Stephanie's in the book club, so we already saw it. I was just trying to, hone it down. I think she's got a huge family. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That family's going to be up in the governor's house. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I hope she wins. The litigation team began lawsuits today. Thank God. Well, I don't believe that she's fighting Lucifer. I don't believe that. I think she's fighting corruption. And like the mafia, corruption can't stand. It will end today. Oh, what book club? Oh, I've got a book club. And we're reading Embraced by the Light by Betty Eady. We started yesterday. And it's about this woman that died, and then she had a conversation with God, and then she documented it when she came back. And it is a book that changed my life. And it's a book I constantly give out as a gift over the last 20 years, or maybe more than that now. And so my tarot class that I already did, I was like, you can't be like a really good reader until you understand the spirit world and death and dying and not be so afraid. So I would invite anyone who has lost love, literally, love is on the other side, any type of love, I'm not judging, I would invite you to join us because it will change your life. And we're reading the book out loud and we're taking our time. So I think you will enjoy it. I highly recommend the class, everyone. It's a good class and a good book. That's Miss Stephanie. She's in the class. Ingenious, I need to join your book club. Love reading. Oh, well, come join. Just email me, psychictraceybrown@yahoo.com. So I'm going to do Andrew tomorrow. I didn't want to mix the two because when I mix the two and then something goes, I can't find the other one later. So I'm going to separate them. They are two different scenarios, although they're very two heavily racist states. You know, racism is a problem in both of these states, but that's not what defines Georgia, and that's not what defines Florida. and I didn't want to mesh them together. So I'm going to separate them because there's two different dichotomies that are going on. Racism being a main thing, but it's just two different ones. All right, guys, I love you. I thank you for putting up with me as always. I'm going to do him in the morning, yes. No, I definitely have to do it because every day something changes. So if I don't get on these videos, oh my goodness, like I gotta keep up. Is every state racist unless it has a black leader? No, that's not true. I don't believe every state is racist. No, I won't co-sign on that. And I don't think we need a black leader to be non-racist. I think we need diversity, which is why, what do we have? 200 women that won elections during Tuesday's election. We have 2 Native Americans, right? Or 2 Muslims. Like, it's amazing the changes that took place. So I don't think they need to be black. I think we need diversity. We got a gay in there. No. We need diversity. We need people that represent ourselves. So I'm proud of all the black women. I'm proud of any of the Muslims that got in. I'm proud of the gays that got in. Like, let's keep, by 2020, more diversity. By the way, Trump thinks he has moles in the Senate. Trump thinks he's got Republicans in the Senate, because remember they won the Senate, but he thinks they're turncoats. Did you all pick up on that at his press conference? He's like, I don't really trust the new ones. Did you all pick up on that? Stacy, did you pick up on that? More diversity. No, don't be rude. Be careful of what you're saying. Like, don't be rude. Just more diversity. We don't have to call another race out. That's how they treat us. No, just more diversity. Stacey, you did pick up on that, right? He doesn't trust his own Senate. He thinks he has turncoats in the Senate. And I think he does too. Wait till these votes start happening. Tracy, repeat the book title. Yes. Embraced by the Light by Betty Eady. Embraced by the Light by Betty Eady. Oh, well, it's on YouTube. Just go on YouTube and look it up, press conference. Look up the one that's for 2 hours and you'll see it. All right, guys, are you good? Whoever wants to join the book club, email me, psychictraceybrown@yahoo.com. If you want your own personal reading, email me, psychictraceybrown@yahoo.com. If you want the love kit. Oh, by the way, you get 3 months worth of the love kit. And I just picked up some new oils. So I have white rose, which smells so good, cucumber, and pink sugar. Those are because I include oil, herbs for money, herbs for love. Each packet will include a holy herb. Most times it's mustard seed, but there's a whole list of holy herbs. A dropper, parchment paper to write your love letter to God. It's a complete package. And everyone that orders it, all they keep saying is how scrumptious their house smells. And one woman emailed me and she was like, even my husband likes it. So I'm turning the men over too. Turning them over. All right. Is that the one explode? Yep. Look at it. It's all cracked. I'm not afraid though. I know what this means. This means I'm going to be real happy in a minute. The energy was heavy on that one. I know. I was like, Oh. I would love to be blessed by a good man. It's just time. You know, it's time. And I'm sure it's time for you too. Right? All right, guys. Let's all do this together. Let's get some good men in our lives. I had one explode. See? Me too, right? You did, right? Everybody's like, me too, me too. Break the back, Tracy. Break the back. That really tickled me black. I love that. Oh, all right, guys. Bye, guys. Love you. Bye, YouTube. Love you.